Gucci. I want to speak on the whole Gucci situation. And y'all know me, y'all know how I do, y'all know I speak objectively, so I'm going to keep it all the way 100 from top top to bottom, y'all. That's what I'm going to do. From beginning to end. I am going to keep it all the way 100. Let me be honest with y'all when I say this. I know a lot of rappers are coming out and saying what they're saying and doing what they're doing, but understand the influence that you've had and all of this stuff, and understand that this is a company that was basically dead in the water, and the only thing you may see up until the early 2000s was maybe one of those little fake looking white Gucci shirts with the little band that go around it with the two G's on it, or the GC, or whatever the fuck the logo is. Now, I can speak on this, and I can do this because I've never, ever, 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 ever worn Gucci anything. Not a Gucci belt, not a Gucci jacket, not a Gucci shirt, not Gucci jeans, not Gucci shoes. I've never ever clad this shit on my body. So I want people to understand that what I'm saying, I am not holding against you the fact that you may have worn Gucci, but I need you to acknowledge the fact that some of these rappers that are speaking now, I know I've heard one, and I'm not bringing out no names, but I know I heard one basically say, I'm not wearing they shit no more. I wear they shit like a flag. I loved it, but I'm not doing it no more because I love my people more. That's cool. But I want people to understand that there was a certain push in hip hop where certain rappers, like I said, up until about the early 2000s, up until the early 2000s, Gucci was just about dead in the water, and it was just about to collapse. And then all of a sudden, rappers started talking about hanging in the trap with their Gucci knapsacks. So everybody, I want y'all to please understand that, and not saying that was a bad thing at that time, but I need y'all to acknowledge that. Because next thing you know, when you got in your video and you had your Gucci knapsack and you had that shit on and you were rocking that shit, next thing you know, there's a boom because everybody saw you rocking it, and you may have been their favorite rapper or one of the rappers that they respected or whatnot, and you are responsible for the pickup, the hundreds and hundreds of millions of dollars that they've made in the last 20 years. You were the top investors and contributors into that. You understand what I'm saying? So the thing I want y'all to understand about this whole thing is, the only thing about this bullshit apology that they put out there is, the apology can't fix what I already know you think. Alright? I already know that. Pay attention, y'all. Battle lines are being drawn. I just posted a video where I said things are separating us in life and all of that stuff. Battle lines are being drawn. We got all of this money from y'all now. So now we can shit on you. But what do we do from that? Do we really stop doing this and really boycott the shit out of it? Or do we pull a Colin Kaepernick? Do we settle out of court? Do we stop? Do we do a temporary boycott and just say, fuck it? No, listen. We have enough of these rappers with their own clothing lines that we can now black nationalize. That we can make them into the Gucci. That we can make them into the Versace's and all of these foreign companies who's been taking our money for the last 40 years and being conglomerates off the fact that our rappers wanted to wear their shit, our rappers wanted to clad their cars in it, all of that. And we've just been feeding our money to them, for them to come back and do this shit. And I say, it's not the first time. It's not the first time. Let's not forget what Tommy Hilfiger was said. And now people are starting back to wear that shit. Black people are starting back to wear that. So all I'm saying to y'all is, are you gonna ride and die with this shit? Or is this just temporary? Are you gonna wait for us to not talk about it for a certain amount of time and then say, "Oh, that Gucci belt is hot. I'm gonna get it. Nobody don't remember that shit." Or are you really going to stick with it? And to those of you who made songs famous and made them famous by talking about your Gucci knapsack, please acknowledge that for integrity, for your integrity. To those of us who remember you saying that, to those of us who remember you singing that, to those of you to those of us who want to believe in you and believe in that integrity that you show when this shit comes out, acknowledge that shit that you said, and we will receive this movement that you trying to spearhead. We'll receive that better. And at the same time, everybody who's trying to receive it, really receive it. Really receive it. You know it's going to be some scandalous, and you know it's going to be some scandalous motherfuckers. Don't get mad about motherfuckers who don't really care about culture and all they care about is the dollar. Don't get mad about them motherfuckers. Don't attack them. Don't do that shit, man. Just stick to your morals and your scruples. We can't change the world, but we can change ourselves. And if all of us start to change ourselves, at some point we'll be more powerful than we've ever been. Let's stop putting each other down and let's start building each other up. Let's start merchandising between us. There's a lot of us out here, black people, that won't go out here and deal with another black person in business when it comes to buying clothes, when it comes to buying shoes, when it comes to all of these, when it comes to photography, anything. There's a lot of us that won't put somebody on and big that person up and market their, cross market their shit with your shit and build that name up when you have the avenues and the motherfucking eyes and the platform, the eyes on you and the platform to actually do that, to make this person bigger, to make this person known. What y'all gonna do with this? What y'all gonna do with this? Because that fucking sweater was a direct spit in our face after everything that black people have done and given them. It was a direct spit in the face. So what y'all gonna do with it? And I say y'all because like I said, Gucci has never touched my body. That's it, man. Show. Oh.